lobby. Ladies and gentlemen, the final map of Warzone is here. Esports World Cup. It's going to be loud. You can already hear it. I don't need to ask for it. Here we go. Teams dropping, same spots, different spots. It doesn't matter. It's all about the kills.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, we can throw all the numbers we want in the world, but who gives a toot? Let's just get into the action and see who shoots better, flat out. As Amit is going to already, once again, kind of bother into Navi. The same story we've seen time and time again.
Yeah, this fight will go back and forth. I can only expect they both get some eliminations. Maybe Omit can find some flow here and play for fourth. We want to check in on this storyline because we need to see who gets it. But at the end of the day, Guild has to make the most historic run of all time, down 60 on third, all right? So this is really a protecting of fourth right now. Yeah. The biggest map of the day biggest map of the tournament, 60 points. That was by Fnatic. Watch out for these teams. It does look like Omit went for the gold and unfortunately fall down to the bronze or maybe further. They're going to be way down the leaderboard, first team out.
Yeah, just to kind of tally where our top three are right now. Like you mentioned, Twisted Minds are at Factory. No one challenged them. Fnatic, backside of Headquarters Prison. No one challenged them. And of course, where did Falcons drop? Over towards Stronghold. No one challenged them. So there's going to be a moment of pause here in terms of how do we determine our champion. Both of those sets of teams looking pretty comfortable off their drops.
Fnatic may be the first of those trios to find some early engagements. Guess who it is? It's Zix. They continue to find themselves in precarious situations, sometimes come out on top. This time, not as successful as usual. Looks like Guild's finding a couple eliminations on the team we expect them to find. And yep, I expected aydan to go big here, try to go for gold, and unfortunately, two teams fighting you means you are out of here as well as New Icon.
Yeah, Fnatic saw, or at least heard, all of the action right below them, and they're trying to get involved super early to see if they can third party, but they missed their window. Zix's squad is already out and put them enough separation, or so I would have thought for them to get out of there, but they got a knock onto one into Noobs, and that was enough for the whole team to come back. Skullface able to at least trade out one, so Fnatic going to be able to stabilize, but look at the Falcons. They're trying to hunt them down early.
Falcons coming in. This is further reach than usual for their first push. They want to take out Fnatic, and they're doing so. Find two with all three alive. Hisoka is still playing anchor way back in Stronghold, but Biffle does not care. 2v3s, 2v4s, I don't care. Multiple teams, I'm going for kills. It's fine. We've got plenty of bodies way all the way around this kind of Stronghold area for Hisoka, or rather by himself, to just get your teammates right back. A lot of action. As we take a breath, Shifty is going to hang out here and make sure his teammates get back.
It's an aggressive move from Falcons, but you're 100% right. They're trying to take Fnatic out of the picture. Same story, though, for Twisted Minds, who rotated up quickly through Factory, and they are finding quite a good number of kills early. They're already on 4. Zizik's team, who loves to try to get back in the middle of the circle, is going to have a hard time. They are the ones that are looking like the loot to farm right now. As they're between all of our major squads at the moment. So, again, everyone's collecting in towards Headquarters. This is going to get hot.
Yeah, the quick notes here omit Icon's aydan all out of the picture, which means Guild's path to fourth is, well, frankly, wide open. They're just going to play spoiler for somebody else. They might play spoiler to some of our top teams. They want to win. They have the ego. They want that. They want to make sure that nothing else could happen. But Fnatic's answering back on Biffle, maybe a touch aggressive here, gets cut down yet again, and now Shifty is on the run, and Noobs knows it. He wants this kill, but somebody's shooting him in the back.
That's Twisted Minds who's right behind them. So again, our top 3 squads are looking to battle each other without the drama of the final circle. Like you mentioned, this is no cause for concern for Falcons. They're going to be able to at least respawn in every single time. But Fnatic, who are between both parties, could be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I expected from Twisted Minds. Everything on the line, nothing to lose. They just want kills, so they are well out of Factory. This is the first rotation we've ever seen from this team out of Factory in the first circle. They got their loadout, and they sprinted towards the action. They want as many kills as possible, and they're willing to throw their lives away for it.
And the other part of the conversation is Guild on number 11, team number 11, pardon me. They're up on a number of kills, already on 8. They've cleared out all of Prison, but if they want to get into the top 3, they need to rotate down and join this party. We need to see our top 4 squads starting to battle it out if there's going to be any major moves at the top.
It's Team Zix fully eliminated. That's 4 teams out early. This is what we expected, which means there's less points on the board, by the way. 4 teams dead means way less players on the map going into the latter half of this circle. We've got second circle halfway through. We assumed it would be highly aggressive. We assumed it would be high risk, high reward, and now we're finally seeing it with only 10 squads left.
Twisted Minds down to a single player at the moment. That pinch between both Fnatic and Falcons had not gone well for them. So they tried to get involved, try to take down one of those major squads, or at least shrug them them off their positions. That doesn't work. So Twisted Minds are going to reset towards living quarters as Falcons will get a tally on where Abwiz is, which is right between both sets of the party.
Perfect team fight. Hisoka up on Stronghold means he has all the information, can get some first bloods, help out Shifty and Biffle. This is a free kill, a free wrap. They want to clear out Stronghold. Look who's coming though. Team 2, that's Fnatic. Yep. They want to play spoiler. They can third party. They think this fight might last longer than it does. Now Oki does get both of his teammates back. They're able to float back in. You can see Skullface and Noobs think better of it and back up.
This is brilliant macro play from Fnatic. They know they have to keep Twisted Minds at bay, but more importantly, you try to get Falcons into a position to where even if they do win, maybe they don't get the kills they need to beat us. Maybe we can out-multiplier them. So they're keeping them at arm's reach. Now it's down to Noobs. Rotating in, they've got Aydan right below, and they can smell blood in the water. They know this Twisted Minds team is weak.
This is a 2v3 on the side of Twisted Minds having the advantage. Twisted Minds, they stay together. They deathball. They push teams. It's actually one player hanging out way up at the top of HQ, something we saw Teenix doing from Omit all day yesterday. Noobs and Skullface playing the aggressors. It's Almond way up there, and they're trying to get an angle on this, but the comms from Almond are likely, you guys don't have the advantage, you've got to back up.
Yeah, absolutely the case, and there's no saving you at this point either. You also don't know where Falcons are. You haven't seen them in a while, so you just don't want to get too aggressive. Hisoka still sniping deep, though. Falcons are not a major threat towards either of those two squads, but they are a threat to AB Wiz as Shift able to find the kill and maybe a chance for more as there's still a couple of players nearby.
Unfortunately, if you're a fan of Vitality, they are out as well, down to the final 9 squads, and we haven't even closed the second circle. High risk, high reward, got to play for it. A lot of money on the line at every stage of this competition. 5th, 6th, 7th, all the way down. Tons of cash. We want as many points as possible. We're swinging for the fences.
Keep an eye, if we can, to number 3 in Twisted Minds. They have given up on the rotation playing between Fnatic and Falcons, but they're rotating into SGP Syndicate and number 11 in Guild. This could get really, really mixy for them. It's another tough battle with 2 full squads in front of them.
Yeah, especially with that Guild squad in trouble by Dongy. I believe that's Syndicate, like you called out. So you've got Guild, you've got Syndicate, and you've got that Twisted Mind squad all over there on the far right-hand side of the map, which is going to be that eastern side up towards the north side of Prison. And finding some more eliminations. This is called Hunt Down Your Opponents who are trying to restabilize. Noobs looking for some freebies. Navi going to give them a little bit of trouble, but not a lot.
I mean, when the map is this open with so little teams, expect Fnatic to continue to do this. Falcons are so far out of the picture that now all of a sudden Fnatic kind of have this little bit of a power surge to where they know they can third party some of the weaker squads that are over towards ships and docks. So now all of a sudden Fnatic putting themselves a couple of good kills together. It's just down to making sure we don't play too risky because your solo anchor is way out in Narnia at the moment.
This is the top 3 teams hunting the map for kills. They fought each other for a bit, and now they're sweeping the edge because you're right. Way less kills to go around, which means every single point is massive, as it looks like the Falcons are making a late-game surge straight up the middle with everybody up to HQ. They want this high ground position. They want it now, as on our screen, Fnatic falling to AB Wiz. They lose 2. Now Almond all by himself. He is the last alive for his team, and he is not on high ground.
And he was the last player left as the anchor, which Falcons were trying to hunt. So, moment of panic right there from the side of Fnatic. They do get towards the buy station. They can reset. In the picture is Heretics, though. There's still a 3-man squad over towards Control Center as AB Wiz and Co. start to stabilize and win out this battle versus Na'Vi. But the Falcons are here. They're looking to contest. They know they've got Fnatic nearby. They want to finish them.
Yeah, that AB Wiz squad could make a play for 4th here if Guild can't get a move on. They do have a sizable amount of eliminations. Everybody's slaying. Fnatic goes down at the hands of Shifty. A full team wipe. Fnatic is out of the picture. The only team that can touch the Falcons is Twisted Minds, but they need an absolute banger. Frankly, Shift, they need one of the biggest games today. 40 plus and counting as the Falcons stay alive. The crowd goes wild because they know what this means. If they can secure the kills, they can secure the win. No one can touch the Falcons.
And on top of that, if you really want to play the macro, Saudi Arabia is going nuts because they can have a 1-2 finish here. There's still a chance where even if Twisted Minds can't quite catch up to the Falcons, they may be able to surpass Fnatic. So it would be a 1-2 Saudi org finish. How incredible that would be to start off everything at EWC.
The Fnatic team took a risk. They spread out. They sent 2 out. They actually pulled what is the Falcons' cannon strategy. It's kind of the REBIRTH strategy.
Yeah.
It hasn't been paying off for anybody, and apparently it doesn't pay off in the final map either. They had to go for gold, and unfortunately, they will likely fall silver or bronze, but still a lot of math to be done, and Shifty in a bit of trouble. This team is now got a tournament to lose at their hands. They just need a mediocre performance.
Yeah, and again, just to reestablish, like you mentioned, it's kind of an island where the top 3 are just very safe. Guild is still alive. They're currently in 4th, and they've put together a good map, but they would have to put together an incredible map with a win if they were to want to touch where Twisted Minds were, which, again, they're also keeping that gap pretty tight with the ability for them to pick up 8 kills, at least at this point. So, again, it's just down to what does Twisted Minds put together? Can they eliminate this Falcons team and give themselves a chance to possibly surpass Fnatic?
A lot of money exchanging hands. Resurgence closed, and we're moving into the next zone. Guild need a big one, holding off the advances of AB Wiz and other teams nearby. The Fnatic's an opportunity, and they lost it. An opportunity to take gold, and they just barely missed. And now they're just biding their time, waiting to see what this team right here, this team that could take second, this team that theoretically could take first, but they need a monster map. And they don't have a lot of kills to boot, not as much as they would like.
Yeah.
8 kills total right now, and this is the problem. There's only a total of 21 other people on the map.
They would essentially have to wipe Falcons right now if they wanted to have a chance at possibly surpassing them, and they would have to still rip apart pretty much the rest of the lobby. So it is starting to feel pretty darn confident for Falcons. Not a guarantee yet, but with Fnatic out of the picture, there is an opportunity for maybe some action to possibly still happen around the center of this top 3.
Yeah, this zone pull is an extremely favorable pull for both Guild and Falcons. Yet again, being gifted this circle means everybody else has to come to them. Heretics are going to make a late game push over there to HQ on the other side. Twisted Minds don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah.
They look a bit lost. They look a bit frenetic. I don't know what they're trying to do right now. They need to get a move on. Again, they're so safe that they just need to fly at teams right now. They're not at risk of giving up their position unless Guild drop like a 70, and while Syndicate's coming out of nowhere, finally waking up in 9th place going into this, wiping everybody on the map. Twisted Minds finally answering back as the only team that wasn't struck by that PA.
Yeah, that was legitimately just Intex saying, we'll see what happens, but that was fishing with dynamite right there. Takes down a number of members, but none of the kills were confirmed. Everyone gets back up, so hot action right inside the central building and headquarters, but doesn't turn into too much, but you can see Twisted Minds fully healthy, looking to make their move.
An absolute cluster here at HQ. This is where we ended all. The Falcons have taken the roost. They've taken Fnatic's position, and we will end there to add insult to injury. But Aydan will not stop. Aydan will not fall. Knight with the backup gets the trade and keeps Aydan alive. A huge play by Twisted Minds to stay in this game. There was a moment there they might have fallen and given away the win, but there is still a chance for Twisted Minds.
The Falcons are making the macro play for the tournament right now. They do not want to drop. They know that if they just put themselves into a top 3, top 5 position, they likely win the $1 million lion's share. So it's just about playing safe from here on out for the Falcons.
8 kills for the Falcons, looking for the multiplier. Slowly but surely waiting for the teams to come to them. You're right, it's a macro play. There's no reason to push the equation. There's no reason to give your life away. You've got to make sure that you secure this win. Slow play, and unfortunately on the other side, Zsmith can't get the better of Guild. Guild making a huge surge. It's not going to be enough to really move them up the leaderboard too dramatically, but they could thwart Twisted Minds from making a play for second. Yeah, Fnatic would love that.
Aydan's in a lot of trouble right now. He doesn't have any ground to work with, doesn't have a tremendous amount of cash, so he's just got to try to play his life out, and, well, he will put himself in an opportunity to kind of re-kit up just a touch, but again, now the focus is all about what the Falcons could do. PDS going to get placed. Hisoka just still trying to watch from above as the rest of the group gets together as number 12 is out of the mix. That's Heretics down and dusted. Final 6 teams.
PDS is all over the place, just trying to stay alive. Everybody wants the multi. Aydan able to buy back his teammates. Twisted Minds still in this. They do have 13, but the Falcons have 11. By the way, Fnatic fallen with 10, which means the Falcons, their only competition right now is Twisted Minds. They have dramatically taken down Fnatic.
Wow.
There is no one that can touch them, and they are playing the macro. PDS is on buy station. This is how they started this event, and this is how they're going to end it. Twisted Mind falls. The Falcons, last team team alive in the top 3. The Falcons going to take it all in style. Let's see what they're able to do. Hisoka by himself. How about a couple C4s, AB Wiz? How about a gun to the face, AB Wiz? Can't quite fall, but unfortunately, Hisoka with 3 is going to make a play. Back to the buy station we go. Has enough cash if he can find a PDS, which he does have. Can get a buyback here. Could still make a play to win it all. There are 2 players remaining. It is Oki versus Hisoka.
And Hisoka may just see this one live out in the gas. There's the rest of the team. It's going to be down to just one. AB Wiz is down to Oki. All 3 Falcons flying in for the final moment.
The final moment all together like we started. Shifty, Biffle, Hisoka, they win the final map. They win the whole tournament. There is no debate. There is no dissension. The Falcons are now the greatest Warzone trio the world has ever seen. Your Falcons are the first esports World Cup champions, $200,000 to their name. The celebration from the crowd. The Falcons, unstoppable.
How appropriate. I mean, and I'll tell you, the Falcon supporters came out in flocks. Could we use that word? Is that appropriate? Because, wow, look at the concentration, knowing that this Falcons team was set up for today to do what they were bred to do. Come through and dominate. 5 wins in their last group matches, 4 in a row. They bested, you would think, in a lot of ways here today, even if the average placements may not say so. How about clutching up when it matters most, knowing that Fnatic are on their heels, knowing that Twisted Minds are looking to get involved, and Hisoka will give you everything you need to know. A simple silence of all of that action. Best team in Warzone, no question.
Home field advantage, maybe. At the end of the day, you just got to perform on land. And Shifty, you could probably read his words. He said choke, and I think, frankly, maybe. But Fnatic made a great run. Got to tip our hat to him. We'll see how the leaderboard shakes out, but there's just no question in my mind that this Falcons trio is the best Warzone trio of all time.
And you know, the thing about it is not just are we going to be able to walk away with the confidence that this Falcons team is the best, but there's going to be a lot of conversations following after this event to what about Latin America? What about teams like Na'Vi from Australia? All of them made really good moves here to make it to finals and then do well, but Falcons, of course, the #1 team in the world.
We're going to head over to the STC Arena for a quick interview with our Falcons.
Ladies and gentlemen, the points have been tallied, and the results are in. Give it up for your Esports World Cup Call of Duty Warzone champions, Team Falcons!
Gentlemen, Team Falcons, come over here, come on. Bring your key with you. Hand your key to the key master, please, where he will remove the inner portion of the key and give it back to you.
And now with the key given, please come on up to the trophy and place your key in its spot.
Come over here, boys, come over here. Okay. For the final time, cement your names into the Esports World Cup history books and lift your trophy as Call of Duty Warzone champions. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Team Falcons! come and stand between me and Milos. Congratulations. Biffle, I'm going to come to you first, buddy. Try to put into words how you're feeling right now.
I can't, to be honest, I can't put into words. Having a crowd like this is amazing. I love all of you guys. Thank you guys for supporting us. Oh my God, I don't even know what else to say.
All right, we got to say this. I mean, we've been talking a lot throughout the tournament, obviously with all the wins, but you get to select 3 teams and their keys to get crushed and added to your trophy. Have you made your selection yet, Zoka?
I know one guaranteed. It's Fnatic, choke artist.
Oh, it's Fnatic going in the trophy, baby!
Shifty, finally, you know, you guys are here. You've got the center stage. You've won the Esports World Cup. What an incredible performance. Is there anything that you would like to say to your fans, to family who have supported you throughout this entire journey?
You guys are everything. Literally, we feel the fucking crowd every kill. You guys kept us in it. After they had a banger game, it was you guys that kept us composed, and we did this shit for you guys.
Now, I would like to ask you guys to come on up to our camera and sign it for us. I got a little pen for you.
I'm gonna sign this camera here.
Come on in. All yours. Come on up.
Sign the lens.
Sign it up. All yours.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first Esports World Cup champions. One more time, make some noise for Team Falcons! And with that, we're going to hand it back over to the studio to round out today's broadcast. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, they get the job done. I said it right, transitioning from Game 7 to Game 8. Once we came back on this stage, we would know who our champions were, and it is, in fact, Falcons, a historic event. I mean, come on, the best team in Warzone history without question. They are incredible. They have made